Hello, everybody. I had to thanks Tuli. I had to end the first live because I programmed it with my system and the video was not showing. So I had to just convert to my phone. Yeah. So I had to just go to my phone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Let's wait for others. Hi Morimo. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for coming. So today we are just going to be doing something very specific. If you went to my previous link, it may not work because I had some technical issue. Hi Oyenike, thanks for coming. Let me put on this phone so that I can type. Okay. So when we get to like say 6 persons, then we are going to kick off. Today's topic is very interesting. And one thing with all these things we are discussing, they are all connected in one way or the other because it's one country we are referring to here. Please like my live. If you are just joining, like my live. The light is showing a glare. Yeah, it is. So like my live if you are just joining. So from the topic, we'll be talking about category-based express entry. It was proposed early this year. These are actually another route you can immigrate through or with. So it was proposed this year. Bye, baby. Hi, Sadik. Thanks for joining. Please check the lighting. It's too much, right? Let me reduce the contrast. Is it too much? I'm reducing it right away. I've reduced it. So can you see me better now? I've reduced it. Hope it's okay now. It's okay, it's even better. Let me reduce it more. I think this is the least. Okay, it's okay now. Thanks for your observation. So next time I know the percentage I'll be, adjusting it now. Hi Triple M, thanks for joining my live. How is Dubai today? Thanks for joining. So I have my book here so that I don't lose focus. I need to say one thing and follow it up, except maybe questions are coming in. So this category based express entry was proposed early this year. Dubai is too hot. Yeah, I know. I know it will be hot at this time. Don't worry, we'll all survive. We'll all survive. Thanks so much for joining. And here we are currently experiencing 12 degrees, 12 to 13 degrees, which is not too bad actually. So IRCC proposed this thing early this year, and finally in May it was now launched. So a lot of persons asked me in my previous live if This category based express entry is also the same way you do your normal express entry. So yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to. So now I just want to state the difference. Most person will also ask, have they started doing the category now? Not yet, but from what was proposed before the end of summer or the later part of summer, category based express entry will start. So how do you apply? Or somebody else asked, do you need proof of fund for this um, process? Yes, you need proof of fund for this process because it is express entry, and one of the requirements for express entry is proof of fund. Although some people are exempted from proof of fund, and if you want to know those that are exempted, just let me know in the comment section. But so far, you need proof of fund for express entry just to show that you can take care of yourself. Again, not everybody needs to show proof of fund. So this is me just trying to answer some questions that I got during the last live. So another question that popped in that last time was, will you require French? So again, French is optional. There are two major languages spoken in Canada, French or English. So whichever one you can show proficiency in, you go for it. So if it's English, when you do your English, I think you need to show a CLB of 7. That's the benchmark. If you're doing French, if you want to use French in place of um, English, you also need to show your NCLC of 7. So that's that for that actually. So it all depends. French is not compulsory, English is not compulsory. So whichever one you know you are good at, you go for it. So who are those eligible for this offer? So like I stated before now, 6 set of people, or 6 set of would I call it people? Should I call it people? 6 sets are, or 6 categories rather, are eligible for this route, and I mentioned it in my last live. Those in the healthcare, hi Joanne, thanks for joining. Those in the healthcare are eligible for this. Those in trades are like those in plumbing work, contractors, carpenters, yeah. Then those in transport line too are also eligible for this. And again, those in agriculture and agri-food are eligible for this. And lastly, those who have strong French language proficiency are eligible for this. So if you fall into any of this category, then you can apply for this newly launched category based express entry. So now the question is, now that it's the same route with normal express entry, what are the requirements? The requirements, just like the normal express entry, is what you will still provide, just that in a way. But I was just trying to clarify, Joanne, I'm responding to you in a way. I'm just trying to clarify some of the questions that popped up the last time, just trying to clear, because there were some I couldn't really answer freely because I wanted to be double sure. So those are the things I'm just coming to come and discuss here, so that I don't mislead people actually. So, like I said, the requirements are those ones that have been mentioned earlier on their site, talking about mainly five factors, talking about your language ability, talking about the English and French. Then you talk about your work experience, okay? Then you talk about your age, your education, job offer if there is any, then talk about your adaptability. So basically, what is required for normal express entry still goes for this. But now, if you are talking about targeted express entry, you may want to know the work experience you should have, number of months of experience. Somebody asked that in my last life. So the work experience, you know, all these things are points. You want to know um, how long you should have gained, or how many years experience you should have gained before applying. So here it said among the five occupation specific categories, all candidates must have accumulated at least 6 months of continuous work experience in Canada or abroad. So it's not compulsory you accumulate it in Canada, even where you are. So if you're a plumber, if you're a carpenter, and you have been working for the past 6 months, within the past 3 years, then you are eligible. So somebody asked it. I don't know if the person is on this live right now. So you should have at least, it could be more than actually. So you should have at least so you should have at least 6 months um, of continuous work experience either in Canada or abroad. Hope I have answered that part. Then apart from the work experience, the other requirements still remains the same. So if you have any question along the line, kindly just let me know in the comment section, because that is how I would be able to answer and go ahead. So now this brings me to the question, what is express entry profile? So express entry profile is the basis, yeah, is the basis of all these things, is the commonest way you can actually apply for your relocation and everything. So express entry is the commonest of them all. So and that brings me to what is express entry profile. Is an electronic form submitted by eligible candidates that includes personal details such as, like I mentioned before, the requirement, age, work experience, education, ability in French or English, family details, and ties to Canada. So that's express entry profile. Then the next person, another person could now say, okay, how do I just start all the process? Anyway, there's what we call express entry pool. You can just decide, you may just be playing about around it. So you can just go to your browser and type in, I'm in the UK. So you can just go to your browser, you can just go into your browser and type in um, IRCC accounts. You can just type in IRCC or Government of Canada. Then you will know, you will just go to create IRCC secure account. Just follow the prompt. So if you don't know how to do it, I have Sadiq, what are you saying? He said before the what? The end of 2024, we all leave. You located from Canada to UK. Well, it's dicey. It's dicey. Triple M. Is that question is a bit dicey because I don't really know how to explain it. But currently, I'm in the UK. Currently, I'm based in the UK. So, if you want to now start the whole process, I have two videos on that on my channel. One, I just did a summary, but later I did an updated version, like I really took my time as if I was applying, so that you know how to um, start the journey. So again, coming to those that don't need proof of fund. So those that don't need proof of fund are those that have Canadian experience. They call it CEC, Canadian Economic Class. They are also under express entry, but they have Canadian employment or Canadian experience. So those ones don't really need proof of fund. Then I think some set of persons asked, how can somebody move without spending so much money? So I'm trying to also explain that why we are still doing this category based. If you have an experience from there, then you don't need proof of fund. Again, if you have a valid job offer from that side, even if you are not there, you don't need proof of fund. So any question from you guys so that I will know you guys are following. I know yes, most persons are not in this line. Just that so many questions popped in that time and I was not too satisfied that I couldn't really give some detailed answers. Host, I'm going to bed now. Good night. Thanks for joining, even without, thanks for joining Triple M. You've tried. I so much appreciate. So that's all for that for category based express entries. I just did a general overview. Then now you also need IELTS. I know most persons are scared of that exam. IELTS is one exam that needs, it doesn't really need you to, it's more like will I say common sense, because if you attempt IELTS the way you see the question, you may fail it. You understand? So some people dread IELTS exam. I don't know how many people in the house have written that exam or have seen it before. I only wrote it once. I wrote that exam once. This your light, you should make a chef for it. Oh really? That would be nice. Oh. It's not fine here. Okay, all those chefs that used to be behind. Yeah, all those chefs that used to be behind. Bye, Triple M. You are right. You are right. Thanks for your observation. You are right, Joanne. So, how many of you here have written IELTS before? That is, if you have even attempted. Okay. So, I only wrote that exam once. I had, I think, 6.5. And maybe the benchmark was, I think the benchmark was also 6.5. So, I had 6.5 because I didn't really know the pattern yet. Uh, because apart from using it to relocate, people also use it to do other things. Some people use it for schooling, and it's not only Canada that accepts IELTS. Hope you guys know. Some schools here in UK they accept IELTS. Some schools, I've not attempted. IELTS is not for only those that want to jackpot. IELTS is not for only those that want to jackpot at all. So some schools require I didn't even use it, funny enough. It's like I just wasted it. After 2 years, if you don't use it, it expires. And that's okay. Let me just chip that in. If you are even trying to start this process, IELTS should not be the first thing you should write. IELTS should not be the first thing you should write because once you write the exam, your it starts counting. It starts counting. So what you do after you must have entered the express entry pool, although you need the points to actually be in the pool, what you just do, you can just assume a score that you think you can have. Okay, you can just assume a score that you think you can achieve and put it. Then when it's now time to do the proper application, you can now just quickly go register for IELTS and do it. I think you can do that within 3 weeks. Yes. The truth is most persons will say um, I know it's not everybody that has japa in mind, so most people have reasons why they japa. Yeah, some things are left are not supposed to be said, like my friend before she moved, A lot of things happened to her. They were coming to rob her nearly every week. Her life was not safe. Okay, Savik. Okay, Savik, there's no need. I don't even know the word japa too. So her life was in danger. Luckily for her, she was already in the process of immigrating, and there was one delay or the other. So our prayer was they should just hear listen. They should just give her Carol. Carol, you are explaining it to him. So our prayer was that God should just do it and she should move. So I think she wrote to the Canadian government that see. I think relocate is relocate, travel, immigrate, they are all the same. So she then wrote to the Canadian body. I don't know which one really affected her whatever decision. But before you know it, she got PPR. PPR is passport request. So once they ask for once they send you a mail that carries PPR, you should know that you've gotten the visa. So this lady's life was in threat. This lady's life was in serious danger because she did not know the next time they will come. So people like them are the ones that really seek to move. You understand? So sometimes this japa is not what people really want, but based on the situation you find yourself sometimes, it could just be the only option. And again, some mistakes some people make is that they don't do proper planning before they move. Some will leave their home country and they will now enter a pro max problem. The problem will now be times two. So sometimes when you need to do this relocation thing, when you see most people that relocate to Canada, most of them are not doing bad in their home country. How many of you know that? At least I know of Canada. Most people that move to Canada, check them out well. Most of them are not doing that bad. Most of them. It's just that when you think of better life, when you think of security, when you think of so many things, I know some things that have advantage has disadvantage too. I don't dispute that. But when you are in a place and you don't know what will happen when you go out, you think you should start thinking of how to arrange yourself. So I think more of all those things, I think, is what make people want to jackpot. Hope I'm on track. Hi, Kusi's hair care. Thanks for joining my life. So that's it. So many reasons, so many reasons. Some people, they could be business owners, and due to location they may not be thriving well. Due to their location they may not be thriving well, but once they change spots like this, you will see they will just explode. How many of you know that man that entered newspaper, a Nigerian that makes agege bread in Canada? That man really made me proud, and I have so many short videos. So many of them, if they were elsewhere, probably they won't have done well. But sometimes you just need that push, a place where government will encourage you. So I'm just saying my own, no, because yes, many people have different perspective too. They don't want to move, they want to move. But again, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. So far so good. I've explained um uh, some of the major things you need to know about category based express entry. I've talked about the eligibility, which is almost the same as the normal eligibility. Also, you may say, if you are in the express entry pool, does it affect those that went to the express entry pool without being in category base? No, it doesn't affect. When they are doing, it just started here. Okay, when they are doing their normal invitation, okay, the invitation of category based candidates does not affect the normal express entry candidates. The whole thing works like it doesn't affect anything. Okay, It doesn't affect at all. Then the fact that, oh, what about me that want to go through provincial nomination, will it still be on? It will still go on. It doesn't really affect what is going on. So what I have is say, will targeted draws start? So yes, it will start later in the summer, but no exact date is available. But if I were you, those that are interested in relocating, you can start gathering. I need this kind jacket. You can start gathering your document. Which jacket? The one I'm wearing. You can start gathering your documents so that once the portal opens, immediately you start applying. So he said, would you still need express entry profile to be selected if you work in one of the eligible occupations? Yes, you still need express entry profile. Yeah, you still need express entry profile to be selected. So now, under the express entry, we have three categories. We have the Federal Skilled Worker Program, we have the Canadian Experience Class, and we have the Federal Skilled Trade Program. Most times, I like talking about the Federal Skilled Worker Program because that was the category I fell into when I was doing mine. So I like talking about it. But something is even, they have some similarities in common, these three classes. So, and the similarities is that you need proof of fund, except for what I said initially. Okay, so I think I've exhausted all the things I wrote here. So waiting for your questions. So while waiting for questions, let me just keep telling you guys some things that have happened. Okay, when I moved here, let me digress a little. You know, some people, like I said, they don't make proper plans before relocating. So when they now move, they will now enter a bigger problem. Those are the kind of persons that don't even like to call home. Those are the kind of persons that don't even want to come home because they think they are not doing well. The day I was shocked was one day I went to London. I saw I saw somebody begging on the street of London, a black. I was like, ah, and his people now will be thinking this person is doing well. Or many in my area here, when you go to our city center, you see a lot of people begging. They will still claim they are abroad. So those are the people that they don't do their proper plans. So if you want to relocate, there are some things you need to put in place. If it's handwork you want to quickly learn, because those are the things that really sell here. Handwork pays so much. If you're a technician, oh my god. If you're a hairstylist, oh my goodness. So some things need to be put in place. Don't just move because you see others are moving. Don't just move because this person, there was somebody that, because the person heard I did this, okay, before you know it, he put in for application and person started struggling. Some people that have moved, they've been planning it for years. They already know, okay, if this one doesn't work out, this will work out. I'm a hairstylist. I've seen your name, Courses Hair Care. You guys are the ones that make it here. You are the you see hair people. The day I told somebody that wanted to make hair, she told me 80 pounds. That was the day I say, hey. But the only thing with all this handwork here abroad is that you need to be licensed. He said they will claim they are abroad. Yes, now they will claim they are abroad. You will see some will just be talking to themselves when they are working. You just know that that one is finished. There is no hope. Then another set of people are those that will work and work and work and work and work. This life is just one. One preacher once said that if you don't find time to rest, you will rest in peace. When you come abroad, what you hear is shift. I want to go and pick shift. There was a day I asked my husband, I said, is it not the same abroad? These people are that, because he started looking as if I'm not serious. When they are telling you they want to pick shift, you almost collapse, because it's like you came to look at people abroad. You be hearing shift. I heard of one story of a lady like that worked and worked and worked, collected shift. This she collected this shift, and she got so stressed, and what happened. I don't know if you guys heard the story. But I so rest in peace actually. But it's just the attitude some of us put into this abroad thing. Most white people don't work too hard. I don't know if you guys know. If most white persons work hard, we blacks will not be seeing job to do here. As simple as that statement is strong. If they really work the way we work, what shift? Okay, I will explain shift. If white people really work like laborer, we that immigrate, we will not say anything to do. So shift is shift. You know, over here, any time of the day you can work. Even Saturday, Sunday, you can work. So shift is you can tell them that you can get a job that your own is to be doing 9 to 12. Then another shift could be 12 to 3. You know, that's shift. So when I say people are picking shifts, some can pick morning shift, then pick evening shift like that. Then over here, what is also common here is people working in different places. So people can work in 3 places. They will collect shift here, collect shift in another place. I don't know if the person wants to build build arc. They will tell you they want to collect shift in another place. Hey, so when they are telling me like that, me I'll just be lamenting. I'll just be lamenting that all my mates are collecting shifts. I mean, it's like me, I'm working. Oh, I work or I go to work. I go to work, but I told them I cannot do full time. That was the arrangement I did there. So I work like 4 times in a week. I go to work. But I can't say because I'm working, I won't think of my life. I won't think of my family, especially my kids. They need me now. I don't want to spend all my life working, working, working for people. So some people, they just need to better get 10 shifts. If I get 10 shifts, you will not even see flesh in my body. See, it's not by who collect shift too. Some people will collect 10 shifts. They will use half of the shift money to buy medication. So what's about the essence? What's about the essence of collecting shifts? What of pharmacists, please? Pharmacist job is a professional job. Pharmacist is a professional job. So they just do normal shifts. Like the pharmacy that is close to my house here, they resume 9, they close 5. So I don't think they run night shifts. If you see this job, most of these jobs are do shifts. It's more like menial job outside the healthcare line, outside being a doctor and all that. But any shift, any job that you see that they are doing shift, go and verify. A really good professional job will not stress you so much like that. You support giveaways, but I better do many shit and save up for old age. In the process of doing many shifts, one, you are aging. Two, if you are a family person, before you know it, you will lose the bond between you and your family. You know, abroad life is like triangle: work, work, home, maybe you go shopping. If you don't arrange yourself well in a whole year, you will just see that your life is just one way. No social life. You will just be doing one thing over and over. That is why most persons, when they are coming abroad, they will tell them, hope you are going with your God. Capital letter God. Here is also another easy place where you can easily forget about. I know, yes, church is a building, but the way I was brought up, if I don't go to church at least once in a week, it's like I'm sick. But here you can easily lose that, because you know why? People working Saturday and Sundays here is normal. The funny thing about it is that, or the funniest thing about it is that most salaries or wages they pay on Saturdays and Sundays are higher than the ones they pay within the week. So by time, for example, they tell you they tell you Mondays to Fridays, you'll be earning, for example, you'll be earning £11. They will now tell you Saturday, the same 1 hour, they will tell you they are paying you £23 per hour. So you will not be saying, hey, and Sunday to £23 per hour. So you will not be telling yourself, let me just be running Sunday shift now. If I do like 12 hours, I've made my money. So those that don't really carry God very strong, like those that don't carry God well, it's very easy for them to just church. But when they now have issues, they will now run to church. So even though when I was looking for a job, I saw many job positions for Sundays, very tempting, very very tempting, but I didn't go. I didn't want something that would just, because this system here is already hard. Will I say hard? It's rigid in a way, because here nobody gives money. Nobody will tell you, okay, come, let me just dash you £5. It's not done here. You have to work for your money. And here, our strengths are, I will open church for office. Feel free is a free word here. So here, you don't see who just come and say, I give you this money for free, just hold it. People work hard for their money here. So you will not actually see someone that will tell you, I'm just giving you this. Anybody that gives you money for free here, then I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say about that. Also here, house rent is monthly. Another reason why some people do shift anyhow is house rent. Where I'm coming from, we pay house rent yearly, meaning when you pay, at least you have like 12 or 11 months to still gather yourself. You understand? But here, you have to pay house months monthly. Then you also need to, no give away, no give away at all, no give away. Although there are some, is it charity homes where you can actually go and get some things. Me, I use food bank very well. When I just came, I use food bank. Oh. So what I do, I'll just go and check for food banks around me, so you can get food. Anything you ask, they will give you. Then my baby was still using diaper. I'll just say I need diaper, what size, they will give me baby food. So but yes, it's monthly. So those are the people. But later that said, abeg, let me leave food bank for those that are just coming in, and let me upgrade. So I stopped food bank as soon as I started work. I don't even have time to go to food bank, and most of the food I get there, they are more like canned food. So I noticed that I was getting bigger and bigger, my tummy was getting bigger. So I knew I had to stop all those canned food, and I started taking um organic food. What of nannies, housekeepers? I'm sure they are expensive. That is it that if you want to employ a nanny, is that what you're talking about? Because when I just came, my son has not started school, and here you don't joke with kids. So I was like, let me get a nanny when I go to work. The price the nanny gave to me is like me working for the nanny. How much am I earning per hour? Because here they pay per hour. They pay per hour. So I was like, there's housekeeper. If you can afford them, you can have them. If you can afford a nanny, why not? You go for it. Yeah, it's just that it's better you do your calculations well. So when the nanny told me her price, I asked the woman, I said, do you know how much I earn per hour? He said that's how they do it there. That was when I talked to my office. I told them I can't be coming every day. I can't come every day because, you know. So that's it though. That's why I still miss my home country. When you give birth to children, aunties, everybody, sister will come around, but we don't get that here. So like I said, abroad life is straight, so you need to make it interesting for yourself. coupled with the weather that is not encouraging. The weather is not encouraging, but thank God we are in summer. We are in summer, so we can now go for all these summer programs. I can take the kids out. Like now they've gone to the park, so they went to the park. So the weather too is not also encouraging. It's Nigeria we are enjoying. Yes, there are some things that I miss about my home country, honestly. Again, here, you need to buy clothes and buy clothes. What's the average amount one will spend monthly for a family of two without living extravagantly? If you are to rent a two-bedroom flat, it's just like I live in Scotland, and Scotland is very, very cheap. Scotland is very, very affordable. But if you are living in England, you spend more. For example, a typical house in Scotland, two-bedroom flat, is £550 to say £700. But the same house, even not as big as this, because everything in England is small, small, small. So if you go to England, it's times two, if not times three. So cost of living naturally in Scotland is lower than England. So because you need to put your housing this thing in place. So if you are living in a house where you pay £550 or £600 per month, and you are earning, say for example, £15 per month, so on the average, um you should think about, say, using £2,000 every month. Okay, to spend, no, you should not spend up to £2,000. You should spend, if you are not living extravagantly, say £700 should be okay, because you will eat, you will go to grocery stores, you will buy your bus ticket. That is if you don't have a car. So you 700 max. If you are living in a place like my place, so if you go to England, me, I don't even like that London. London is just too busy for my liking. London is like you are in Lagos. London is like you are in Lagos. You say abroad life is hard, but na no go come back. Yes, they won't come back. Won't come back because most of those people, they sold their properties. And again, shame will not let some people to come back. How will they start? How will they tell people that it's not like an ex traveler? So it's hard actually, but the truth is, when you just land in a place, there's what we call the lag phase. You will have to scratch, say like 3 to 4 years. It's normal. Even if somebody relocates to Nigeria now from another place, the person will still find it, we still struggle big at the beginning. But later on, when you now know what to do, then you will just start blending. Another mistake some people make is when they come, they don't even upgrade. They will just come with the old knowledge they used to have, is what they will still be carrying. You understand? So when you go to a place, except you don't want to go into professional line, you have to upgrade. Na Ghana I dey go so. Ghana is a lovely place. So if I'm to visit any African country now, I will go to Tanzania. Ah, Tanzania is nice. Tanzania, Kenya is not so far from Tanzania. So then I will not consider Ghana. So most people, they don't upgrade. You just see somebody doing, for example, cleaner job for like 10, 15 years. Abba. So you still have to upgrade, because when you upgrade 600K every month, what now? Won't you pay your bills? Here, you get 24 hours light, you get water. Won't you pay for it? If you are paying your tax, you are being, like, I can't, since I don't think they've blinked light since I came here. I use light to do whatever I have to do. My sewing machine uses light, you know. So 600K, see, I think what some people, yeah, Zanzibar is a fine place. That was where the day when my husband went there, I think I just had my second baby, so I couldn't follow him. I missed it now really. When he even got there, I was even regretting. See, one mistake some people make is them converting um, pounds to naira. If you want to spend naira, shey you will spend naira in the go, don convert pounds to naira, because the way naira is losing value in a way, that is how it is here. That's the mistake some people make. They will say, oh, somebody earn 50 pounds, then they will not quickly convert it to naira. They say that one is big money. It's big money when you convert it to naira. Do you know if it's big here? The last time I bought a bus ticket, it was 21 pounds. That 21 pounds, I almost shedded tears. You know why? I don't even go out every day. I was asking myself, so why will I buy 21 pounds tickets that I will just go out once in a while? So please, 600 pounds every month is big when you convert it to naira, but not in pounds. Tanzania is a fine place, especially Zanzibar. Ah, when my husband was there like this, I was like, God, why didn't I know? Why didn't I carry myself and follow? And I still have that country in mind. I will go by the grace of God. 600 pounds per month. That is it here now, because most houses here are already equipped. The only thing I bought in this house is TV. We met chair, conducive chair. We met gas, electric cooker. We met everything. We met lights. We met all these things here. So the only thing we bought in this house was just TV, in which some houses have TVs. So if you are to rent a plain house and you start equipping it, you don't know how much you will spend. So some people used to just consider, you just came to a house, bed, we met bed, two, laid with new, everything is still in nylon. Went to the kitchen, pots, they've washed all the pots, everything new, plate rack. The house we came in, we just, when we are leaving this house now, the only thing is to carry our bags, nothing, because we met them here, we will leave them here. So most houses abroad here, they equip them. Then most houses here too, they have broadband, you can easily go on internet. So sometimes the money you pay is your internet money is already, is the internet, your cooking bills, your utility bills already inside. So you have to just weigh all these things. To me, oh, 600 pounds to spend here is not that bad. When you get to England, hey, it's not a place I would love to stay. It's a place I would just love to visit and go. It's advanced now. Abroad is advanced. So you only feel the impact that the money is big if you are not earning well. If you are earning well, you'll be able to pay your bills and still have something to use. Everything. And again, here it's hard to live without data. How will you do it? If you want to go and visit a place, like if you're a JJC here, you don't know your way, you have to be navigating. Hey, I need to check map. If you don't have data, you can't do that. So all those things are what you say what is good about Tanzania. Many things are good about Tanzania. Hi, just I can't list them so that I don't spoil the topic, the reason for this life. Many things are good about Tanzania. It's advanced too. So when you put some things into place, you will just see that you have to wait. I watched a movie about the country. Okay, Tanzania is sweet now. One of my friends just went and came back. So there are a lot of good things about abroad, and they have the bad parts. That one cannot be overemphasized. Everything that has advantage has advantage. But just know what you are doing part time and do it well. If you stay out of trouble, trouble will leave you. You wake up, have you wondered how you will just wake up? They're already cleaning your compound, clearing the grasses for you. If you want to throw away waste bin, you go and throw away. Nobody stops you. Those are the little things that you pay for. I know in some places they'll say it's your turn to throw away dustbin today. Before you know it, quarrel will start. Okay, it's your turn to pump water. You did not pump last week. Okay, this one will pump water. Those things, you don't face them in Western countries. Rivals, really? Yeah, before now, Tanzania used to be a visa-free country from Nigeria. Talking about uh, 4 or 5 years ago. It was of recent here that you will now have to apply for visa to go into Tanzania. Tanzania, a very lovely place to stay. How much is their money to naira? Is it Tanzania? Tanzania, they use dollar and they have their own currency too. To show that I know little about Tanzania. So when you come here and so that's most people. Sometimes some people just want to come and relax. You know, there's this peace of mind. Yes, you need, if you are traveling from Nigeria now, is you don't have to apply. But when my husband went, it was visa free. As soon as he came back, about 3 months later, we heard on news that Nigeria has been removed from the countries that can travel visa free to Tanzania. You can do your verification. 1 naira is 6 Tanzania shillings. Okay, I don't really know. Yeah, Amori wants to really leave Nigeria. Sometimes again, when you are too desperate, it is well. Just let things flow. Just let things flow. Like I said, there are some people, they are really making it in Nigeria. Nigeria is my country and I can't talk bad of it, of that country. There are some people making it in Nigeria. So sometimes you need to just know your God's plan for you in this relocation thing. Everybody is not even meant to relocate. Not everybody is meant to relocate, but sometimes it could be some people's destiny. You just see some, Nigeria has money. You just see some people's destiny has been covered in a particular country or location. Once they move out, you see them blowing. So it's just to ask God, what's your will for me? Should I move? Should I not move? And sometimes when God's hand is in something, you just see it coming smoothly. When you are not doing something too hard, is you are doing it is too stressful. Watch out very well whether it is God's plan for you. That's where most people are missing. I say you need to come, yes, and see how some people are struggling. Sometimes they asking myself, I say, is it the same country I am in? Is it the same country? I don't want to relocate to na vacation I want. Yeah. Some people, that's also what they prefer. Just relax. At most 3 months, you come back. It's like that. So, how do they say? Is it one stroke for different folk, or how do they put it? Everybody is different. But when you are in a place and you feel that you are not doing well as you ought to, then sometimes some people just need relocation within the country. I don't know what you guys think. You may just move maybe from one state to another. There was a time I went to Lagos. My parents are based in Lagos. I stayed in a place in VI. Oh my goodness. You won't believe that that same place is in Nigeria. Hey! I said life is sweet oh. You won't believe. You won't believe that, oh, different strokes for different folks. Thanks, the beautiful chick. What are you paying $100 for? Maureen. So just know where you want to be part-time and you go for it. But if you are not okay where you are, then you can think of changing your place. But if you are okay, you can decide to stay. I keep telling people I miss my parents every day if I have the opportunity. Maureen, don't sound like that. So you need you need a visa to visit Nigeria at $100. From where? I'm sure this my Nigeria is visa free country. Who told you? It's not oh. It's not oh. There are some people that also try to get visa to come to Nigeria. You say what is special? Nigeria is special. It's you that is saying Nigeria like that though. Nigeria is blessed. See, in these Western countries, you will buy cloth and buy cloth and buy cloth because of the seasons they have here. Because of seasons they have here. Nigeria, my country, if it is not hot, it is cold. If you are not buying cloth for rainy season, you are buying for dry season. But here, you will buy cloth when it's summer period. Because if you go and wear jackets during summer period, the kind of heat. Then when what they call it, fall comes, breeze, you still look for the cloth that you wear for that period. Then when winter comes, you start buying boots. If you see the, I fell several times during winter here. So here, you need money to be buying, buying, buying. But in Nigeria, most times it's even hot in Nigeria. So you have a particular, you can even wear one cloth for how many years. But here you keep buying because it's not what you wore last 3 months you are going to wear now. So I'm just trying to tell you, at least I'm a Nigerian and I'm here. So I'm trying to tell you so far what's the, and the fact that there are no street food. In Nigeria, you can go and buy suya. I know some of them are not hygienic. You can go and buy boiled corn. You can't get them here. In Nigeria, Savik, there are a lot of opportunities here. See, even though I'm talking about abroad, I still love Nigeria so much. I don't know if you people, you will have sensed it in the way I talk. I love Nigeria so much. I love Nigeria so much. I've never, because I'm saying because I'm abroad, oh, Nigeria is this. I still love that. If it's the organic food alone I miss, hey, there was a day I went to African store. I saw spinach. I made spinach with palm oil. Then I boiled yam. It's like I was at home. My kids were eating. Mommy, I want more. My son said it's like we're in Port Harcourt. We are in Port Harcourt. No street puff puff, exactly. We don't have all those street puff puff here. We don't have all those uh, what they call it, all those bole, all those roasted plantain, all those things. So we miss all those ones here. Here you just have to keep going to stores. Oh, we want to buy this, you go to stores, you know so me, I love Nigeria, though, even though I'm in diaspora. A lot of things to say. If you want to compare and contrast, there are a lot of things to say. So because of pop-off now, you don't go fit relocate. And some people do it here. You can just do more. That's why most people here, they love DIYs. That's when you see a lot of persons now doing things on their own. They will do their moimo on their own. They will do their snacks on their own. So most people do DIYs here because of the situation they found themselves. Here, I've not seen meat pie, the Nigerian meat pie. What they call, I don't think they don't have meat pie here. I work in a food setting. We don't sell meat pie. I was just like, hey, Father Lord, Father Lord, no suitable food. So that is why you create it for yourself. If there's no suitable food, you keep ordering or shipping. Just, there's nowadays we have a lot of African stores here. So when you still go and buy food, at least I know it's not like homemade. It's not like from your own, from fresh from farm, but at least it's close to it. So abroad has its pros and cons, but nevertheless, we are pushing, and I don't have any regrets moving here so far. I don't have any regret moving here. Again, it's not everyone that will relocate. So I'm almost rounding off now. I'm almost rounding off. So that's all for category based express entry. So if you're interested in it, that's just all about it. There's no more stress. So hopefully they will start the the program soon, like they promised at the later end of Oyenike. Relocate, or I go video call you. So that's it for this live. That's it. So hoping to bring more interesting topic. So what do you guys want me to discuss next time we meet? If in case I'm going on live, is it right? Is it night or day, Joblis? It is night, but everywhere is bright currently. During summer, the day starts getting dark like around 11, 12. If I take my phone outside now, you think it's daytime. In fact, currently, Nigeria and UK are using the same time. For now, we are using the same time. But by October, it will switch. So Nigeria will now be 1 hour ahead. Then by March, it will switch again. So that's how they run their timing here. But summertime it doesn't get dark. But winter time, as early as 3 o'clock in the afternoon, everywhere will start getting dark. So the weather here is funny. But if you have stayed here a long time, you'll be used to it. You'll be used to it. So what do you guys want me to talk on next time we meet? The earth rotates, yeah. So I know, let us, we've really talked about Japa. So what do you guys want me to talk about when next we meet? Okay, if we cannot say it, I'll try to figure out another interesting um, topic we should talk about, because I'm here, what I'll be talking about is mainly what happens here. So you guys will pardon me for that, okay? You pardon me for that. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much, guys. I'll go to Ekiti to watch the Kukarato. Chef Dami on it. Edo State black soup is the bomb. Yeah, I think I've made it twice since I came here. I've made that soup twice. Don't worry, you'll be supplying us foodstuffs from Nigeria. Joanne, maybe if I see anybody coming, I'll just call you. Please, oh, the person is passing through Abuja. We'll do business together. Can you get this for me? Can you get this for me? It will be a nice business. Oh. So thanks guys, you guys made this live very lively. If you have not liked this video yet, please like my video. Thanks for the contribution, and I hope one or two persons benefited from this live, and I hope to bring more interesting topics later on. At least, even though most of us have not come here, we know how things are being done here. Even when we go out to, with friends, we can easily say it. So far so good. Our brothers is pros and cons, but then we can still dwell on the good part. Thanks so much. See you all in my next life. Bye. Let me see your bye emoji or thumbs up emoji. Any way you can show that you enjoyed this life. Let me see it. Let me see it. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.